Hey guys, Mike with Budget Tech Reviews, and today I'm going to just get a little vlog going for you guys. I wanted to talk about video gaming actually, well, myself and gaming, and I guess let's get started. I'm 27, and I started gaming when I was probably about 4 years old, back in 1990, I want to say. My parents bought me and my older brother a Nintendo Entertainment System, an original Nintendo, not a Super Nintendo or an N64. So I guess you can say that I'm, from that era / generation, the original Nintendo generation, because that was my first system. And honestly, I didn't have many games. I mean, I was 4 years old and we had the NES for a couple of years. So from there, I played the original, Super Mario Brothers, games like Ice Climbers, and whatever we could rent from video stores that allowed rentals at the time. And where I lived, they didn't have a lot of places like Blockbuster, stuff like that. So whatever my parents can get for us, that's what I played. So moving forward, I guess a few years later, we decided to upgrade to the Super Nintendo. I was about 8 or 9, and same thing, I didn't really get to play a lot of games. I played Super Mario World. I played a lot of wrestling games, actually, because I was kind of a huge wrestling fan back then. So that was kind of fun for me. The Super Nintendo was actually probably one of my favorite systems as a kid. And I didn't really get too much into handhelds until I was a little older, actually. So when a lot of people were playing the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, I was just playing just the console versions, or the home versions of it instead of the handheld versions. So that was about like early 90s, 92, 93. Moving forward, I had the Super Nintendo for quite a while, about 5 years. I jumped ship because at the time the N64 didn't seem too impressive to me, so I went and got the Sony PlayStation. Now at the time, when I was in junior high, I want to say, this was about 96, 97 when I started junior high. Well, actually, no, a little later. It was around 98. So I had the Super Nintendo a little longer than that. But going from there, I transferred to disc gaming, and at the time that was that was super revolutionary for me, because I didn't even have a CD player for myself back then. So, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would listen to music via CD on my original Sony PlayStation, and I have it around the house somewhere. I should have got it out so you guys could see. But at the time, it was very intuitive. I hated memory cards for PlayStation, but I mean, that's just the thing, I guess. And from there, I got a PS2 later on down the road in high school. And after PlayStation 2, I jumped ship to the Xbox 360. And now going forward to that, I want to tell you guys that I did reserve the Xbox One. And I know there's going to be a lot of arguments there, like, oh, PS4 is better, oh, Xbox One's better, yada yada yada. For me, I honestly don't even play games a lot anymore, so it's more for my nephews. But when I do have time to play, I play games like Halo 4, Call of Duty Black Ops, first-person shooters, and whatever that doesn't bore me, basically. I mean, a lot of games bore me nowadays, but games like Batman Arkham Asylum and stuff like that, stuff that has a little story, but the controls and everything are very easy to get and aren't very complicated, stuff like that. So there's just some games that I've played recently that I tried playing, and story-wise, it's not bad. It's just the actual gameplay itself that kind of turns me off from gaming nowadays. So that's probably the reason why I don't play as much. But I am going to get the Xbox One. I'm going to try to continue gaming. But that's just a thing that, I chose to do for myself, because not so much for the Xbox, or not so much for Microsoft and their UI, because I'm not a huge fan of the UI, but just the overall experience, I guess. I like Xbox Live in general. I like that you can party chat with 15, 16 of your friends, and the fact that on the new Xbox One you'll probably be able to chat with even more people, and you'll have unlimited friends and so forth. So, and plus my Xbox Live carries over, so that's one thing. But I guess going from there, and that's just like a little backstory from my gaming. Favorite types of games? I guess we'll start off with stuff right now. Well, actually, no. Let's go back to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I mean, there wasn't a lot of options, so I was just into Mario and stuff like that. When I was adolescence, I guess, I played a lot of multiplayer games, because at the time that's when that started getting big. You know, the N64 had 4 controllers, and Via and so forth. So, like, you know, when I wasn't playing my PlayStation and I would go over to my friend's house, we would play Super Smash Brothers, we'd play a lot of GoldenEye, games like that kept us up all night pretty much. But on my original PlayStation, I played a lot of RPGs. I found myself playing a lot of the Final Fantasy games, and I found myself just buried in those games. I actually have the original Final Fantasy VII up there somewhere, and I was more into role-playing games than anything when I was a little younger. I don't know why. It was just fun for me though. But nowadays, like I said, I play a lot of. I mean, I still play multiplayer games, but it's more when I have time. Games like Halo 4, Left 4 Dead 2. I'm not so much into RPGs anymore, just because, you know, I don't know why. I just can't sit like I used to and play for 5 hours and just be stuck on a game unless I'm playing with someone. So games like Resident Evil 5 and 6, games where I can be interactive with somebody else, that's a game that I can see myself playing nowadays. But just sitting and playing like Final Fantasy 13 and so forth, 13-2, I can't sit through anymore. Games like Splinter Cell also, I'm into games like that. I guess strategy games where you can die just for messing up really quick. I used to be into a lot of rhythm games like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, but those games kind of died out. So, alright, going from there, let's see. My stance on the console wars. Honestly, I thought the console wars were stupid since the Wii and the last systems came out, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and the Wii. I actually had the Wii before I had the Xbox 360, I think, and the Wii for me was not enjoyable. The only games I really played on the Wii were Super Smash Brothers Brawl and just Mario Kart. That was it, and just a few other games like Mario Party when my friends were around. But there were no games that really intrigued me about the Wii, and Nintendo kind of killed it for me. I don't know why. And same thing for the Wii U. I can't see myself to play the Wii U just because the controller's that big, and even though it coincides with what you're playing on screen and you can, you know, switch things around, it just doesn't do it for me. I mean, I can't. I'll just buy a 3DS if I wanted to do something like that. So, but as said, my stance on the console wars. Yeah, I'm getting the Xbox One, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I think that the Xbox One is going to be better than the PS4. I like to argue with my friends about it, saying like, yeah, Xbox One's going to be the shit and stuff like that. But to be honest, I don't really care, because I mean, I don't use my 360 or probably my Xbox One when I get it. I probably won't be using it so much for gaming as I will use it for like Netflix and movies and stuff like that, just because I find myself using my 360 now for just movies. And the only time that I actually do play is when my 6-year-old nephews come over, and I play games with them because, you know, they want they want their uncle to play with them. So I don't know. I guess, you know, leave a comment, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the whole console war stuff. I want to start doing maybe like a weekly Q&A and just things like that, so I can keep updated with my subscribers and things like that. So let me know if you guys are interested in that and what you guys would want to talk about possibly, because I can talk about gaming, I can talk about technology, cell phones especially, and if you guys haven't kept up with my channel, right now I'm still kind of reviewing the Nokia Lumia 521 by T-Mobile, and I'm actually going to sell this device, so if anyone's interested, throw me a message. I'm probably going to let it go for $100 shipped, and it retails for $129, and I've only had it for about a couple weeks, so if anyone's interested in this phone, it's T-Mobile, and you'll get it with the SIM card that it comes with. It's unactivated and unlocked. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys think that the Q&A is a good idea. I'm not too sure, but I guess just thanks for watching, guys. I already hit the 700 subscriber benchmark, so that's just like a big plus for me. I get a lot of good feedback from you guys, but there's times where I get that little negative feedback where someone just has to make a crude and rude remark, and I make these videos because I just want to try to inform, and that's all I want to do. Okay, if you guys want to be smart ass about it or whatever, I mean, I guess that's their right, but if you're watching my videos, try not to be such a hurtful douche. That's all I can say, because like I said, I take the time to do these videos for you, and whether you guys like them or not, that's up to you, but just keep in mind, what you say does affect what people think about what they're doing, so just keep that in mind, guys. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, okay?